Congratulations, counselor. Yet another win.
You're the famous Yoshilo-Max.
I don't know what it is you did, but I can promise you, he is going down.
Well, where have I heard that before?
I'm just a bad woman. Do whatever I want. I don't need no help. I don't want to be no. I'm just a
Miss Lomax is now considered a fugitive of the United States. Catching fugitives is my business, which makes her my suspect.
Here's a letter from the mayor on Louis Santana's behalf. There's cash in there as well.
Mr. Santana is to be released upon processing. You know, I can be disbarred for life and in prison for this.
Would it be easy to get rid of?
It's as good as gone.
So let's toast to success.
Yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm having some issues with my internet, so y'all just let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm having some issues with my internet. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm having problems over here. So right now, I'm not going to be able to go and share my screen. But hopefully, I had a presentation for tonight. I want to share screen, even though y'all know what's going on and you've heard those. So when I'm playing the audio, you probably won't be able to see the audio, but we're gonna play it again. So Tyler said he hears me, that's good. Madison Moser hears me, that's good. Now, let me just start this off by saying, because I've had over the past week or so some people trying to mess with my income stream. So I just want to let people know that the views expressed by myself, Heaven Hollywood, is not necessarily the views of YouTube or Twitch or Twitter. They are the views of me, Heaven James Clark, aka Heaven Hollywood. And I'm not here to defame, slander, or present any misinformation. All of the information that I am reporting to you is public knowledge. And if there is an opinion that I'm giving, I will let it be known that is an opinion. See, content creators, y'all have to take heed to what I'm saying, because they're starting to come for content creators. So y'all need to be careful. So I'm not here to slander, defame, or present any misinformation about Cardi B, about Latto, about Ice Spice, about Jay-Z, about Tony Buzbee. I'm reporting what is public knowledge, and if there is something that is opinion-based, I will let you know before I say it. I will make a comment like, in my opinion, or I think. If I don't know something for sure, I will say allegedly or reportedly. If it is reported somewhere else, I'll say reportedly, though reports say. And finally, last but not least, if I say my sources, that means people that I speak to. And before you even, you can take that however you want to take it. My answer to you before you even ask, no, I will not give up my sources. It's none of your damn business. You can either believe it or you could choose not to believe it. Right? I really don't give a damn, to be honest. But we're going to be discussing Jay-Z and Tony Buzbee. But the big discussion, that what everybody is talking about, is Big Lotto and Cardi B. That's what everyone's talking about. Big Lotto and Cardi B. And something that was seemingly brewing since last year at some point, when, we'll go over the audio again for anybody who's lost and like, when did they start beefing? Or for people who just thought it was over with, a lot of people just totally forgot it and thought that, hey, everything was cool. What's up, Crimson? So, a lot of people just thought that this was over with. Like, oh, Lotto, and she said that they're locked in. But people, when those sort of comments come up, when people are reporting, oh, Lotto said it's no beef, you have to go back and make sure of the date and time that she made that comment. And if it was before the leaked audio. All right. That's things that's important. Now, another thing, and thanks to my heavy hitters for showing this to me. Another thing that we need to get out of our heads. Lotto did not go to Cardi B's Am I the Drama or Little Miss Drama tour. She did not. Because if that woman that was with Saucy Santana or with one of Lotto's friends, y'all thought that was not Lotto. That was not Lotto. Every red bone with blonde hair in Atlanta ain't Lotto. That was not Lotto. So I know a lot of people said, "Oh no, Hev, you're wrong. Lotto came to her show." You didn't see any pictures or anything posted on Lotto's story. Nothing. Lotto had none of that stuff posted. She did not. From what I see, if this same girl is the girl everybody was telling me, oh, look, you're wrong, Lotto showed up. That was not Lotto. Does everybody understand that? Can you hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me and you understand that. Put a two if you say, Heaven, you don't know what you're talking about. That was definitely Lotto. So then I'll be forced to find the footage and slow it down for you. What's up, BB? Madison Mosley. And so just to let people know, that was not Lotto. So a lot of people, a lot of party gangs said, oh, yeah, she is cool. She showed up at her Am I the Drama tour. That was not her, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Then I see a lot of people saying, Lotto said she wasn't talking about Cardi B when she was on stage saying pussy, pussy, pussy. Okay, well, her saying that she wasn't talking about Cardi B when everybody and their mama know that there is no way she was talking about anybody else but Cardi B, by her saying I wasn't talking to Cardi B is probably part of the reason why Cardi B's calling her a pussy to this day. You know what I'm saying? That would have been like that would have been like let's see, what's a blatant, oh, that would have been like, that's like Drake coming out saying, oh, when I said the married rapper and when I said For that, I'll never forgive you. I didn't say his name, so I wasn't talking about J. Cole. I was talking about whoever it fits. You know what I'm saying? So when you get figured out and people figure out who you're talking about, and then they come out and say it, and then you still say, "Oh, it's to whoever," that's punk shit. That's pussy shit to me. So what we're gonna go over is why might Cardi B have called Lotto a pussy? Why might she have said that? Right? People want to know, like, why would she say that about Lotto? Right? And I will probably have the answer for you because one of my theories has to be right. Number one, I'm hardly ever wrong when it comes to these things. I've seen them all. I've seen every single situation, and judging from their reaction and judging from Lotto's actions and Cardi's actions, my theory is probably 90% right, 90% accurate. We're going to go over why she may have called Lotto a pussy in the first place and what made her think of Lotto. She couldn't say, I ain't pussy ass Nicki Minaj, especially somebody she don't like. You think I'm pussy ass Nicki? You think I'm pussy ass Dream Doll? What's up, 12 Gossip? You think I'm pussy ass um Erica Banks? What made her go to Lotto? We're gonna go over that. And should Lotto, after allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly because I didn't see it, I didn't hear it, I'll have to go back and somebody have to send it to me. Should she, when after Lotto allegedly said it was all good, there's no problem, right? That's if that's what was said. Now I know a lot of party gangs said that, but I can't confirm that, right? I can't confirm that right now. However, okay, what's up, Kenny? What's up, Kenny? Perfect. I did an album review, so it'd be good for you to ask a question because I could definitely speak. And if you want to come up, I'll drop the link once my internet gets right, and you can come up. Now, the reason why I'm not sharing the screen yet is because I'm having internet issues over here, and right now I just wanted to start the stream so at least y'all can hear what I'm saying, right? But as we all know, for people that are saying, a lot of people still saying, what happened? So, what's up? Brooklyn's in the chat. Um, what a lot of people don't know is that a lot of people don't know that she dissed Cardi B or she threw shade. I'm not gonna say it was a diss, but she threw shade Cardi B's way, and she made it so. Well, if you're not talking about Cardi B, who else offered to send you a bag, right? And I know she tried to do that rapper thing and sandwich it in between bars. It's breaking up. All right, hold on. Hold on. It's been doing that last couple of times. Hold on a second. Yeah, the phone been messing me up. Hold on, yo. One, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, thank you, 12. Thank you, 12, for letting me know that. Let me know if y'all can hear me. One in the chat, if y'all can hear me clearly. Hear me clearly. If y'all niggas fear me, just say y'all fear me. F all them fairy tales. All right, cool. Go to hell. This is God interfering. All right, hold on a second. And make sure I charge my other phone up. Let me tell you something. These iPhones, I'm getting rid of this bullshit. These iPhones is trash. Okay. So I'm charging my phone so when this internet, it's kind of storming over here a little bit. And Rogers is supposed to be so damn good. Trash ass internet company. And they run Toronto. Rogers like run Toronto. They got the Rogers Center. They got Rogers. Like they run Toronto. So you would figure that their internet service would be the best. But they're like the worst. All right, so let me start the show. Right? Let's get the show started. And we come back, we're gonna jump right into this. Like I'm gonna get into the Jay-Z thing, and Jay-Z is pretty much trying to break Tony Buzbee. He's trying to bankrupt him, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm here for it. Jay-Z has his show coming up tomorrow, and it'll be nothing more I like better than for Jay-Z to break Tony Buzbee's entire business. It's up to 190 million now, and it's saying that if he filed a lawsuit under New York and it was filed illegally, he could end up paying up to 3 times as much as the lawsuit. 190 million times 3. You're talking over $700 million. Jigga. Megan just won her lawsuit. Well, she had another lawsuit? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, Kenji. Kenji, you present some exclusive news. Hold on a minute here. All right. Let me start the show. Right? Kenji, you got to tell me what lawsuit that was. Right? What lawsuit you in? I didn't even know she was still in. More lawsuits. Right? So we're going to start the show with the Heaven Hollywood Experience. It's a Friday night. Against the judge reinstated her lawsuit against your friend. Oh, yo, Kenji, I didn't see it at first. It looked like it said, because you wrote it underneath it, it looked like it said, the judge reinstated her lawsuit against you. I was about to say, what? Yo, I was about to get scared. A lawsuit against me? What lawsuit she got against me? I couldn't see it on the screen. You said it looked like it said the judge reinstated her lawsuit against you. So, this stream was about to be over. All right. Anyway, it's Heaven Hollywood Experience, man. We about to come back. Oh man. Hold on. You know, I always got to come on stream to start the show. All right. I was about to say, I thought they supposed to keep my essay of Megan quiet. No, let me stop. Anyway, Heaven Hollywood Experience, man. Good evening. Friday night. Let's go.
Gotta get you to see something. Pocket. Look, one way or another, we gon' get our family up about together. Brother, you was out of pocket, no, I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things is the guns and the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things is the guns and the butter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Sleeping patterns kinda complicated, ain't no time for wasting, we some entrepreneurs. I feeling like Scarface, but the balcony, the world is yours. Took some losses, I was down bad. Napoleon complex, I'm mad, about to put the camera up in the clad bag. Sign sealed and delivered. Chicken dinners or you roll with the winners. Taking over for the summer. I double back for the winner. I be with the scammers and spinners. Innovators in the middleman. All my riders got a dental plan. None of my shooters got Instagrams. Bang, bang. Got some rich headed out of bounds. Had to hop in the Renty to ride around. About to switch up the whisk cause they stalking now. Whispering bodies dropping on my side of town. Flick of finesse.
New York, stand up.
Mess. Business is never personal. We can politic the rest.
Kenji, what up?
Got a plug and they made me a plug. All my moves on they need to know. Rapid weed got me speaking slow. Bet you pay attention when we speaking up. Give it drown, you gon' sink or you swim. In the field, we be getting it in. Type of pressure that your boys and the men. Fly got a feeling. Come on, let's go. One way or another, we gon' get our family up about together. Brother, you was out of pocket, no, I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Whoa.
Fields, what
You
up?
only rep one or two things is the guns and the butter. Whoa. You only rep one or two things is the guns and the butter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in.
It's your boy! Hey, Funky French in the flesh! Woo! May 29th, Lit Heaven Fridays. Shout out to Miss Fields. Shout out to Gossip, 12 Gossip. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Y'all need to put where y'all from here. You know where it's with me. New York, stand up, Hempstead all day. Strong Island, where we got them wildin'. Strong Island, where we got them wildin' at. So right in time for Friday, we have this beef. Or we're going to see whether it is beef. We're going to see whether Cardi B decides to respond to Latto the way she did Bia, the way she did Ice Spice. Now, a couple of things that we have to remember. Cardi's never been cool with Bia. She never had a relationship with her. She's never really been cool with Ice Spice. Her relationship with Ice Spice was phony from Ice Spice's part from the beginning, because when Ice Spice first dropped, she was like, oh yeah, Cardi, because she's from the Bronx. And you know I love my bitches from the Bronx. And Cardi B, you know, she let us know that, you know, it was possible to blow up. And she's from the Bronx, so at first it was like that. And then Cardi did the Munch verse for Munch. And she was like, I'm hoping that I can get this down with Ice Spice to get this verse on Ice Spice song. Ice Spice came back with one of those, that's cute, but no. Ice Spice didn't see that she was really with it, and that by at that time, she had the collabs with Nicki Minaj. Now, in the past, girls who got with Nicki Minaj, if they had already DM'd Cardi B or already started talking to Cardi B, they would then go and erase that, you know, conversation or erase that interaction. It happened with Bia. Cardi B and Bia gave each other props worldwide. Cardi B said, oh, I love the work with you. I love your song. It was a whole lot of money. Bia said, oh, yeah, me too. Shout out to Cardi B. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then next thing you know, Bia got that phone call or said that Nicki hit her up after seeing her DM for years. And then once she got on her record, all of a sudden the conversations from Bia started disappearing. Kind of like what Ice Spice did. So Latto and Cardi B were cool. So this is a totally different ballgame. Right? So where are we in this? Cardi B, we're gonna listen to the audio. We're gonna listen to the audio, right? Just in case people have forgotten. What's up, Gloria? Gloria, you're always on the run now. Running after somebody. I think you better go now. Will you meet him on the main line? Greet your lover in the afternoon. Okay. Anyway. Gloria, Gloria. Hold on. Cardi and Latto are performing at the Essence Festival in July, the same night. What's up? My more in the building. That's my peoples right there. So, in case people don't know how this whole thing started, just in case, right? Just in case people don't know how this whole thing started, let's remind y'all, all right? So, Latto and Ice Spice, yes, tell them, my lord, tell them. Hit them likes. Maya, I got to give you a wrench. I'll make you a moderator. Make you one of our moderators. So I don't have enough. I don't really have a lot. I got Miss Fields. I got Darius. Reese doesn't really hear a lot. So listen. Latto and Ice Spice, of course, we know there was a beef between them two. You know, you think you the shit, bitch, not even the fart. And then Latto came back with her song. I don't know what the hell her song was called, but she did a song where she was supposed to be dissing Ice Spice, and she went into the Bronx, and the song didn't really have any Ice Spice shots, and the parts that were supposed to be shots, she was smiling and seemed like she was joking. And so that video where she went into Ice Spice's hood, it really didn't hit, right? It really didn't hit, because if I was her manager, I would say, you know where Ice Spice be doing all those videos at? Shake my ass in a deli. I'm sound to the duty, right? They call me Miss Smelly. I pick up the celly. Gotta reach me on the telly. He be nutting on my belly. You know, she be doing the videos. Latto was supposed to go and do her video there. Sunday service. Thank you, Ms. Fields. Sunday service. Latto was supposed to do Sunday service there. She was supposed to pull up. They were saying that she all black, and she barely showed it. So she had an opportunity to go to the Bronx, do all this shit, make sure she talked to the people she had to talk to, show up there in all black, the all black SUVs, like it's a funeral, to the same area Ice Spice be doing her videos. That's what you're supposed to do. But you didn't. All right? So Sunday service to me didn't really hit like it could have. Didn't really hit like it could have. At the same time, Ice Spice, because she was rocking with Nicki Minaj, I always believed, bitch, if you not shit and get off the pot. That's a Nicki Minaj line. And then Ice Spice said something like that, like, if you're not shitting, get off the pot, or something along. I forgot the actual line. But Ice Spice said that as well. I always thought that was to Cardi B. I'm taking a spot. She's no longer hot. I do what I got. I do what I do. It sucks for you. You know, so I always thought she was shooting at Cardi B. And we got Latto and her beefing. And then the whole thing with Cardi B and her at the Met Gala. And Cardi B comes on and says, make sure you show those pictures from the Met Gala. Because from what I hear at the Met Gala, Ice Spice was acting like there was no problems. And she saw Cardi B and was like, uh-oh. I better play nice for this bitch to be dragging me all over the Metropolitan Center. So when she was coming back trying to play for the Barbs, this is when the Barb first started seeing the light. Cardi B said, oh, yeah, I need that picture. I need that picture of us. Cardi B went and posted and let people know she was over there fanning out at the Met Gala. Oh, can we take a picture? I want to take a selfie. Can you take a picture together? So Cardi B was basically saying, don't ever play with me. You was just over there in the Metropolitan Center on my DITK. That's when Nicki Minaj fans started saying, okay, this bitch is fake. Now, they kept it pretty quiet. Pull up the picture. Okay. Pull up the picture. Look at you being a producer. BB Love, let me find out. I got to make you a producer. Hold on. Hold on here. That's a good idea. Let me find out. I'm gonna have to cut you a check. Hold on. Here's the picture now. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Was this it? I don't even remember. Hold on. Okay, I guess this was this the picture? It's been so long ago, I don't even remember the picture anymore. But that don't seem like no Met Gala picture. I think they were at a after party or a Met Gala? A Vogue after party, something like that? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see something here. I just typed in Ice Spice and Cardi B. So let me see. Take my ass in the deli. I'm on my way to the telly. Met Gala after party. So I'm going to assume it's one of these pictures over here. Shit gas in the deli. All right, hold on. I'm going to assume it's one of these pictures. Hold on. I think it was this picture right here. That's what I think. I think that's the picture. I think. Y'all can let me know. I think it was this picture right here. They got a few. That seems to be the picture that popularized the most. But I thought she had her hair different. I thought it was when she had a hair like that. That's what I thought. Here's another picture of them. I thought it was that. Hold on. I thought it was that one. Damn, how many damn pictures they got together? Well, you get my drift, right? That one? Okay. There it is. Okay. So she was talking about make sure you post them pictures, girl. Right? Okay. Now, so that's the last we had heard of them, right? So last we had heard of them. Then, all of a sudden, out of the blue, Ice Spice and Latto, look that up. Ice Spice, hold on. Out of the blue, when you least expected it, Ice Spice and Latto squash beef. And all of a sudden, they got a record together. They got a record coming out that nobody knew was going to happen. Whoa, Ice Spice was back on her bullshit by then. Good God. Man. Latto had to bring it with that look because Ice Spice was back on her thick shit too. She said, forget this Ozempic. I'm going back to fucking Carvel ice cream, nigga. I'm going back to motherfucking fucking McDonald's. What's them things McDonald's be selling? McDonald's Oreo cookie joints. So Latto knows that she had to bring it because when they were on the stream, and this is the first and only time I ever watched a Kai Cenat stream. When they were on that stream, everybody was cheering Ice Spice. But they were kind of trying to throw their nose up at Latto. Now, I got a theory for why that happened. The people at the Kai Cenat stream, they're Nicki Minaj fans. They're fans of Nicki Minaj. At that time, Latto and Nicki Minaj, of course, was beefing, still beefing. And it still wasn't clear whether Ice Spice and Nicki wasn't good. Right? But they squashed their beef. They came out with a song. They were streaming together, hanging out at Kai Cenat's spot. And then months later, Cardi B is dropping her album. Latto's on the album. Now, you have to keep the timelines. You have to keep the timelines in order. Okay? You have to keep this timeline. What's up, Mimi? You have to keep the timelines in order. When did Latto, hold on. When did Ice Spice and Latto squash their beef? You got to keep the timelines. Think of the timelines. Ice Spice and Latto squashed their rumored beef in September 2025. Okay? Their first joint appearance was at the MTV Music Awards. Okay? Now, when did Cardi B drop Am I the Drama? September 19th, 2025. Okay? McFlurry, thank you, Gotham. So keep the timelines in mind. Cardi B drops Am I the Drama September 19, 2025. On that album is Latto. Okay? So we know how it works with albums. She recorded this song months prior, weeks prior, however many weeks or months prior. Meanwhile, you had seen her out in the club with Cardi a couple of times, before Cardi was pregnant. I think even one time when Cardi was pregnant and she was out, I think Latto was in the building or something like that. But you were seeing them around each other. September 4th, 2025 is when Latto and Ice Spice, Gra, settled their beef. When did the audio Cardi B calling Latto a pussy drop? That was also late September. Now, if you remember, it was September 30th. Okay? It was September 30th because the album was already out. The album had came out. Latto was on the album. Hold on a second. So, September 30th, it looks like when the audio dropped. She's on the album. She's already did a little promo or whatever, right? This audio drops of Cardi B going off on Ice Spice. Now, let's listen to it again. I've never listened to it and then stopped and examined it and whatever, because I'm about to tell y'all exactly why, because people are saying, well, why would she do that anyway? You all have the timelines, right? Nobody's going to break it down like this. Just want y'all to know that. All of this stuff happened close by. Now, hold on. Let's not forget. Ice Spice and Latto dropped their record early September. So common sense will tell you they didn't just wake up, bump into each other and say, oh, the beef is over. No. This had been discussed on the phone at least 2 months prior. At least. Maybe even more. All right? This came out of Ice Spice's mouth herself. So we're going to say, let's say 2 to 3 months. Right? So they come out, they do the record, they do the stream, everything. Then the audio drops. What audio are you talking about? This audio right here. Just hold on. Make sure.
You don't know? I'ma show ya. I'm not Latto. I'ma beat her the fuck up.
Now, the moment she says, well, we're going to have to count how many times about Latto. You don't know? I'm not Latto. I'm going to beat her the F up. Right? Very start of the audio. Keep that in mind.
I'ma knock her the fuck out. Oh yeah. I'ma beat her ass. I'ma get riot beat up by my niggas. Y'all gonna see what the fuck is up. You think I'm fucking pussy ass Latto?
So that's the second Latto reference. First time she said, you think I'm Latto? I'm going to beat her the F up. Second reference was, you think I'm P word ass Latto? Okay.
Bro, I don't gotta fucking tell y'all shit that she said because y'all know exactly what the fuck the bitch said. Put her on the phone right now. Put her on the phone right now. Put her on the phone right now.
Could you pass an Ice Spice in so they can speak? She about to do this Empire State Joint.
Nah, she about to get. Oh, she in New York? She in New York? Tell her link up. Tell her link up. Tell her link up. Tell her link up. Where you at? Where y'all niggas is at? Where y'all niggas is at? Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at?
Are you gonna tell me what she said?
You know what the fuck she said, nigga? I'm gonna tell you what she said. Y'all wanna fucking act stupid? Nigga think I'm Latto? You think I'm...
So now this is the third mention. You think I'm Latto? Now, this is why I am totally pushing back against the whole. I know a lot of Barty gang says she wasn't dissing Latto. She just meant that Latto's non-confrontational and she's not. I mean, that's a little much. If she would have stopped with the first one and said, "You think I'm Latto?" Right? But then you came with the, "You think I'm pussy ass Latto?" Right? Hold on.
I'm naked, I'll beat you the fuck up. Oh yeah, I'ma beat her ass. I'ma beat her. Any red carpet, any fucking show I see her, any fucking event, I'ma fucking beat her. I'ma go in that mouth. I'm going in that mouth.
Now, Cardi B I'm being honest with you. She didn't even sound this upset at Nicki. So, what did Ice Spice say? And who did she say it to? Who did she say it to that it got back to Cardi B? Hold on.
I told you before, I don't have a problem with her. I told you before, I don't have a problem with her. I always tell me what I told you about her thing, about the verse with Cash Cobain. Yo, y'all need to work it out. Y'all need to work it out because you need to be on the song. Y'all want to fucking play in my face? I'm going to beat the shit out of her. I'm not like none of these rap bitches. I'm not like none of these rap bitches. I'll fuck all y'all niggas up.
Cardi, hold up. James, what happened to the verse you was supposed to be doing?
Fuck the verse, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no fucking verse. I'ma beat her.
She couldn't like.
No, I'ma beat her the fuck up. Okay? Y'all niggas think I'm playing? You think that I'ma show you. I'ma show you. I don't give a fuck who your daddy is, nigga.
Talk to Ice Spice. Let her know she has an issue now.
An issue. She have an issue. She gonna get beat. Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at? I wanna let you.
What she say?
What?
So, that's the audio. Okay? That's the audio. Now, here's the funny thing. At this point in time, right? Who's the guy? So the guy she's talking about is Riot. She's talking about Riot. That's Stop Playing with a Riot. Like, that's her boyfriend / producer. She was also talking about James when she said, "I don't give a F who your daddy is." She was talking about James, which is Cardi B's manager. And he is the son of the infamous, what's the dude's name? What's the gangster nigga name? Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy Henchman. So Ice Spice manager is Jimmy Henchman. That's why she said, "I don't give a F who your daddy is." Right? For him mentioning that verse, I'm to assume it had something to do with that. Her saying, "Oh, she ain't doing no verse," or because he said, "Where's the verse she's supposed to do?" And she said, "F the verse. There ain't no verse." And she kept saying, I told y'all I don't have a problem with her. So Ice Spice was obviously telling somebody that they had a problem. Now, who was that somebody? Who was that somebody? Now, remember, at this point in time, Latto and Ice Spice have already made amends. And you best believe Cardi B knew it was going to happen, knew it was happening. Knew it was happening before it happened. So Cardi B, from hanging out with Latto, I'm sure she heard that Latto and Ice Spice was coming out with a record, or they had squashed their beef. And Cardi B is thinking, couldn't be me. That bitch talk mega shit. It couldn't be me. Now, the other theory is that Cardi B found out about Latto and Ice Spice being cool again, and Latto never mentioned it. She just found out with everyone else. And she said, okay, Latto's supposed to be cool. She know I don't rock with this bitch. Interesting. Now, on the Latto side, for her to find out that Cardi B had these feelings towards her, and let's get this out in the open. Let's just end this right now. There was no, I was heated. Yeah, you were definitely heated. You were definitely heated. But you didn't mention nobody else. You made it very clear that you believe, for whatever reason, you believe Latto is pussy. Not, oh, she's non-confrontational. Oh, she's just not a fight. No, you believe because of an action or a reaction from Latto that you saw, because you mentioned her 3 times. So you really felt like this chick pussy. This bitch playing her face, and now she sucking up to this bitch. She pussy. She didn't say nobody else. She didn't say nobody else's pussy. It's just Latto. 3 different occasions. Why? Is Latto the only person you could think of that's non-confrontational? Nobody else? Everybody else is confrontational? You can say, I ain't Lady London. Shout out to Lady London. That's my girl. I ain't Sweetie. Bitch. So, to me, this is what Cardi B was feeling about Latto. I don't know whether this reconciliation bothered her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether reconciliation bothered her. But now let's go over to the Latto side. And let's go to the, well, she apologized. Let me talk to all this, well, she apologized Cardi B fans. Right? And I did see Mimi, and she's not the only one, but Mimi brought up a talking point that a lot of Cardi B fans are bringing up and saying, oh, yeah, well, the girl who publicly embarrassed you, called you a Karen, said you look old, said you this, that, and the third. You was playing her song. Okay. Y'all do realize that that's music, right? Y'all do realize that Chris Brown, they asked Chris Brown in the middle of a beef with Drake, if you in a club and a Drake song comes on, you gonna stop dancing? You ain't gonna dance to it? You know what Chris Brown said? In the middle of a beef. Hell no, I ain't gonna stop dancing to it if it's a good song. He put out fire music. So I don't really put that in the same category. Just because she heard a Nicki Minaj song that she probably liked when she was a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Because she seemed to have known most of the words. So if you are a Nicki Minaj fan, or you're a fan of Nicki Minaj's music, right? It's kind of hard to really think about, well, she don't fuck with me in real life. She called me a Karen, and so because that song come on, because she called me a Karen, I'm not dancing to it, I'm not rapping it. Now, there are some people who can turn it on and turn it off like that, but I don't consider that the same thing. And I don't consider that her forgiving Nicki Minaj. Right? She don't talk to her. And I know people saying, oh, and she said that she's not ruling out. Right, but not ruling out, meaning, yeah, if she comes to me and apologizes and we have a talk or enough time has passed or whatever. But here's the difference. Nicki Minaj and Latto were never friends. They were never friends. They were never friends. It's a big difference. If I come home and catch my chick giving a nigga dome that I've never seen before, it's a difference if I come home and see her giving a nigga dome that was my friend. The reaction ain't gonna be the same. So Nicki Minaj was never Latto's friend. She was never cool with Latto. Right? Cardi B, they did records together, they hung out, they did hosting together, smacking each other on the ass, calling each other their sister. She's close to Latto's man. Cardi B knew that Latto was dating 21 Savage a long time and never said anything. So Latto thinks that this is her girl. Not her best friend, but her girl. I fucks with her. We get money together. So for her to hear that, she had to be taken off guard. She wasn't taken off guard by Nicki Minaj. They were never cool. They were never cool to begin with. So I know y'all try to make it the same, but it's not the same. It's not even close to being the same. And just because she said a reconciliation ain't off the table, but they haven't reconciled. They don't follow each other and talk to each other on social media, at least not yet. Now that she did Cardi B, maybe Nicki Minaj will reach out to her, but Nicki Minaj ain't really doing music right now, so she probably won't anyway. Now, for the people who said, Latto said it wasn't about Cardi B. So let me see when she said that. Hold on. Because remember, when did she get on stage? Wait, hold on. Latto. Hold on. Come on, man. Latto. Now, remember, this comment happened in September. This phone call got leaked in September, right? Latto does Put It On the Floor. Latto to Put On the Floor, right? Now, usually, when Latto does Put It On the Floor, she lets Cardi B's verse play, right? She lets Cardi B's verse play. This time, miraculously, she did not, right? This time, out of nowhere, she did not. I've seen her perform Put It On the Floor, and she always lets Cardi B's verse play. Okay. Then she starts saying the P word, over and over and over again. Right? Now, why would she do that? And I also had some Cardi B fans telling me at that time, she always does that. Really? So Latto always just randomly stands in the middle of her set and says, pussy, pussy, pussy. Latto always does that? I've never seen her do that. Especially during a song she's doing with Cardi B. I have never seen Latto do that. But the Cardi B fans told me she always does that. Why? Why would she do that? Why would she just stand up and randomly start saying that same word that Cardi B called her a couple of months prior. I can't find that audio. Okay, so this is where people were saying she denied shading Cardi B. Okay, so I found it. So Latto seemingly denied shading Cardi B during recent performance. Pussy, I done it all. The Sugar Honey Iced Tea rapper said on stage at Force Festival, Yokohama, Japan. Then she repeated the word pussy several times before the song ended. Here it is. So let's find it. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. That's not what I want. All right, so I'm getting this off of Complex Music. It is being used under the protection of Section 107. Let's see if this plays. Instagram be tripping. Can y'all hear me? Because
Sure, you should try to scare me. She's not answering me.
all right, so let's play this. Hold on.
Put it on the floor, pussy, I done turn it out, pussy.
Now put it on the floor, bitch. And she walks off and says that. Now you're going to tell me. Hold on. Is this working? All right, thank you. So y'all going to tell me Latto normally does that? Says the P word over and over, and then she's walking off. She said, now put it on the floor, bitch. That, without a doubt, was towards Cardi B. I don't give a damn what Latto says. Right? Latto appeared to respond in the comment section of an Instagram post about the clip. Well, no, she wrote. It says, Latto responded to Cardi's leaked phone call in a new performance. It seemed like she didn't want that bag. Well, no. Now, Now, was that well no? I didn't respond, or well no, I didn't want that bag. See, this is the first time I've seen this. No. That's not a denial. You see what I'm saying? That's not a denial. Maybe that well no. That's not a denial. Oh, she seemingly denies. She would say, not true. Y'all reaching. It seems like to me that she's responding and saying, well, no, I didn't want the bag. That's what that seems like. What does that seem like to y'all? Latto responded to Cardi B's leaked phone call in a new performance. It seems like she didn't want that bag. Well, no. Does that sound like a denial that was about Cardi B? You see what I'm saying? When I have to go look at stuff myself. Because she would have said something like, not true, y'all reaching. She also shaded Cardi on her song with Glow, talking about she doesn't have to be no wag, meaning wife or girlfriend. Okay, that's what they were talking about. So I think people got this wrong here. So this puts a different perspective on it, because I'm under the impression that Latto said she wasn't shading Cardi B. That doesn't look like that to me. That looks like she's answering the girl who said, I guess she didn't want that bag. Well, no. Like, as, of course, why would I? Because, well, no, to after all, she said all that, that's a little too vague. Well, no what? No, you wasn't, because I said two statements. No, you wasn't dissing her, or no, you didn't want the bag. Or no, you take the bag. Here's my thing on that, and this is my opinion. I don't think Cardi B ever sent a bag. I think she mentioned it. And to me, in my opinion, I think her saying that about the bag made things worse. I think it made things worse. Because you making it seem like, to me, like I'm that thirsty for a bag. I'm that thirsty for a Birkin bag or Chanel, whatever, and you giving me a bag because you have so much more money than me, and your bags are going to be way better than mine. You giving me a bag is going to make me forget what I just heard. So to me, the whole thing about I'll give her a bag, she'll be all right. It's like, what? How about you explain to me why you said that? Oh, I was hot-headed, I was this. Is that? Nah, sis, that's, fuck you. That's, you say stuff like that when you're hot-headed. But when you constantly mentioning me in the same breath as a pussy or as somebody who's a punk, Nah, sis, you really feel that way about me. But you just wasn't saying it. And this audio is what? 2, 3, 4 months old? So you know that you said this about me. You knew that you said this to Ice Spice about me. Why didn't you knew you said it. Why didn't you come to me months ago and be like, yo, look, because you know everybody records phone calls nowadays because Cardi B does it. So Cardi, that's the new thing. Record everybody's phone call. Latto did it to Nicki Minaj. I'm sure Nicki Minaj has recorded people's phone calls. Everybody records everybody's phone calls. So Cardi B could have came to Latto and said, look, before you find out, because the phone call probably get leaked. I got into it with that bitch Ice Spice, and I mentioned your name. I was hot, and I said some things that I shouldn't said. I should never mentioned you. You know, I was like, because, you know, you're not a fighter, you're not going to really fight these chicks. And you know how mad I was at you for you not going off on Ice Spice. I said, I'm not pussy ass Latto, you're going to find out. But I didn't mean to say that word. I just want to let them know that, you know, I just want to let them know that I'm not you. I'm not like anybody else. You may let that slide, but I'm not going to. And I just want you to know that just in case the audio comes out. But obviously, Cardi B did not do that because she would not have apologized online. So again, for all the people that says, oh, Latto, why are you keeping it going? Cardi B apologized. Stop it. Stop it. Because you know good and damn well if the situation was reversed and that was Nicki Minaj talking about somebody and then they found out, y'all be like, oh, yeah, that bitch talking about you. Don't forgive her ass. That's how she really feel. You know? That's how that bitch really feel. So, yes, Cardi B apologized, right? But it's the same thing I say about, and I know they're not as close as Drake and LeBron or as Drake thought him and LeBron was, but it's pretty much the same premise. I'll never tell Drake, oh, just get over it. Because you don't know what type of friendship they had. You don't know what Latto may have told Cardi B. May have confided in her about certain things because she thought her and Cardi B was cool like that and locked in. We don't know. So I'm not going to be like, oh, just accept her apology. She apologized. Just accept it and move on. No. No, because it's not just, oh, apologize and move on, because are you apologizing because you got caught? Which that's what I'm thinking. You apologize because you got caught. Because if you weren't apologizing, if you apologized because you meant it, then you would have brought it up to me without me even knowing it happened. And you would have said, listen, I did something to you and I want to apologize for it. I didn't mean it. So, as much as I love Cardi B, I'm able to still say what's right and what's wrong based on the situation, not based on the people. The people don't make it right or wrong. What is done, the action is what makes it right or wrong. Because if this was somebody y'all didn't like and she did it. Let's just say Nicki Minaj. Let's just use Nicki Minaj because that's the number one op that all Cardi B fans hate. If this situation was turned around, and now Nicki Minaj doing that to Sexy Red, all of y'all be saying, Sexy Red needs to leave that bitch alone. Fuck her apology. And y'all know you would. If that was done to you from somebody that you consider a friend of yours, and then you come to find out on social media they was talking shit about you the whole time. You gonna tell me you wouldn't be hurt? And they come and say, oh girl, I'm sorry. I'll buy you a bag. Now, of course, there are some who are materialistic that'll say, oh, okay, they'll take the bag and forget all about it. But people who aren't materialistic and aren't really living their life based on how many bags or how much money they got, they're going to be like, no, bitch, I can get my own bag. That's how you apologizing to me? My man buy me a bag. I can go buy my own bag. I may not be as rich as you, but I'm still rich. I can afford a bag. What I want to know is what made you feel this way about me? Because you can't say you don't, because you said it 3 times. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see where I'm going with this? So it just baffles my mind that people don't understand why Latto's mad. You know what I'm saying? And Mimi, I think she's just using that as a figure of speech or whatever case. And I think a lot of people think when she said, you think I'm Nikki? It's not like she said Nikki. A lot of people are mistaking her for saying Megan. I don't think she said Megan. I really don't. I think that's what she's talking about. I seriously don't think she said, you think I'm Megan. I thought she said, you think I'm Nikki. But maybe she didn't say that either. But she said, you think I'm not? You think I, and then she said somebody else's name. Now, a lot of people thought at first she said Megan. Then some people said she said Nikki. I don't really know what she said in that spot. Y'all can figure that out. But my main thing is to take who it is. Stop just because it's your favorite. Stop acting like, oh, she can do no wrong because she's your favorite. But if somebody else did the same thing, y'all would have their head on a platter. See, I can separate who I like from right or wrong. If they do something wrong, I'm not going to be like, well, I like them, so I'm not going to say they're wrong. I'm going to say the other person is overreacting. I don't do that. My favorite artist puts out a trash record. I'm not going to be like, yeah, well, oh, that is pretty hot. Like, that's just trash. It's just trash. That's what the Taylor Swift fans be doing. Like, they act like Taylor Swift ain't never made a bad record. But Latto responds back. See me say Cardi. So let me bring up this on the screen. This is what Latto said on her album. Yesterday I was doing verbatim, but today I can do word for word. All right. The way I ask people about Mimi, and there's another girl, Nicole. Shout out to our girl Nicole, because she be going off on me about Cardi B. Nicole will call me up quick, like, you better stop talking about Cardi. All right, so TMZ, by the way, has now picked this story up. So it is officially a shot. It's officially a shot, or at least if it ain't, the whole world thinks it is. Her child nonverbal. No, Mimi, you go off sometimes, but I said Nicole really goes off. Her child nonverbal. Whose child? Whose child? We ain't talking about no children in here now. Y'all, I don't want that in here. I don't want nobody trickling back saying, oh, he was letting them talk about people's kids. Next thing you know, it'll be on Got Back to Cardi or the Nicki Minaj, and all of a sudden they be trying to hit me with a lawsuit. No, thank you. Y'all stop talking about them children. Okay. Okay, so as I know it, ain't none of them kids nonverbal. And if they are, that ain't my business. I feel bad for them if they are. Cardi B, sorry for dissing Latto as a P-ass ... but it doesn't sound like Latto accepted the apology, because Big Mama seems to be dissing Cardi on her new album. On her new track, Give Me That, Latto raps. Bitch said, what? Let's clock it then. Really got a hermit's clothes in my closet then. Talking about buying Big Mama a bag like my nigga ain't already bought it. Latto's lyrics appear to be in response to a leaked phone call Cardi B and Ice Spice manager where Latto catches a stray as Cardi threatens to knock Ice Spice the F out, adding, you think I'm effing the pussy ass Latto? This is what Cardi said during the time. I was ranting and hot at the moment, but I F with Latto heavy. I respect everything about her, including her team. That's so sweet. And nope, I'm not too prideful to apologize to somebody I really respect. So this is my public apology, and now I'm privately buy her a bag. She should have left that out. Because it seems like she could be bought when you put it that way. Now, if Latto comes out and next thing you know, you see her smiling with Cardi, what do you think everybody gonna be saying? Oh, I guess she got that bag. I guess she bought her out with that bag. Sold out. She sold herself out for a damn Chanel bag. That's exactly what everybody would have been saying about Latto. Juicy, don't say that. You don't know that. You don't know that. Miss Fields. Juicy, don't say that about that woman's kids and woman's child. Let's see. So let's see. Oh yeah, back to Big Mama. So again, man, I don't want to see beefing Unlike Armand Wigworm, he loves beefing. He loves to see women beef. And I fuck with Cardi B. I would never pick Latto over Cardi B under any circumstances. But I don't say Latto's wrong here at all. Now, Kenzie said she has some questions about the album. Because I did listen to the album. And while the album had its moments, the song with Doja Cat is the best song on the album to me. It had its moments like the second part of Business and Personal. The second part of the song was fire. The song with Doja Cat was definitely fire. And I like the song about her mom with Jelly Roll. The rest, it was all right. Right? It was all right. But if this is a retirement album, I don't know if this was the retirement album she should sing. Do you think Cardi would respond? So, Kenji, is this part of your questions? I think Cardi B is going to say, I'm not so sure that's about me. She's going to have to confirm that me because I just saw Latto 2 months ago and there was no problems. I just saw her after such and such 2 months ago and there was no problems. So if it was about me, she's going to have to clarify that it was about me. That's what I think she's going to say. That's what I think she's going to say. I think she's going to say, if she was talking about me, she needs to let me know she was talking about me because when I just saw her months ago, she didn't have no problem. Mimi said she'll address it when she drops next. Well, that's going to be a while. So if you don't think she'll address it till then, that's going to be a while for her to drop another album. But the Latto album, I gave a 6.5, I believe, out of 10. Because even though there was some pretty good rapping on there, and we all know Latto can rap, it was just a little too much. My man. I love my man. I can't wait to fuck my man. Oh, when I get home tonight, I'm going to fuck my man. Oh, I can't wait to have this baby. So once I drop this baby, I can fuck my man some more. Oh, I've been fucking my man. My man has been there for, it's okay. I get it. That's your man. Like, I get it. But I was looking to hear from Big Mama, right? I was looking to hear from Big Mama. And, well, she's dropping soon, Mimi, and then going back on tour. Let's see. The last time she said, she was like, I could see myself dropping another album in 27. But that's even better for her fans. If she drops this year, if she drops another song this year and is responding to that, I don't expect her to drop another album in 2026. But if she drops another song this year, that's even better. I'm just going by what she said. She was like, oh, I can see myself doing another album in 2027. So, but if she drops a project this year, I ain't mad at it. That's good. That's better for everybody. I'm just going on what she said, right? And Mimi thinks she'll respond back to Latto during that time. So during this whole time when they're on live and they're gonna eventually bump into each other because Cardi goes to Atlanta sometimes. You know, what happens until then? Somebody said they're getting ready to perform together at the Essence Festival. It would be nice if everything was squared away before then, because you don't want them going to the Essence Festival with tension. Next thing you know, people are in a physical altercation or verbal altercation. Right? So, what I was told, and I can say what I was told. This is not confirmed. This is not 100%. But if anybody out there knows Latto's sister, y'all can tell me whether you think this is true or not. But you have to know her somewhat. What I was told from someone who says they know Latto and her sister, and Latto, even though she had not responded, was probably just going to accept the apology and not push it any further. I heard that her sister, they're like the Beyonce and Solange. If it was Beyonce and Solange, Latto is more like Beyonce. But Brooklyn wants smoke. Now, this girl from Atlanta, she said she went to school with Brooklyn. And she said Latto is calm. You know, she's a lover. She said, but Brooklyn, especially when it comes to Latto. Oh, the question about I'll look back up. Brooklyn, especially when it comes to Latto, this girl said she don't play when it comes to her sister, similar to Solange and Beyonce. And according to this girl, Brooklyn most definitely was saying, I know you ain't gonna let that bitch get away with it. You just gonna accept an apology from that bitch? She calling you pussy, what? You gonna let that bitch call you fucking pussy? And you not do nothing? So you gonna prove her right. If you don't do nothing and don't say nothing, you gonna prove her right. Don't fuck with that bitch no more. I wouldn't. So I heard that Latto, they didn't tell me that she was definitely going to forgive her, but she was definitely leaning more towards, you know what? She apologized. I'm not even going to worry about it. If something else happens, then I can see, but I'm not even going to worry about it. But once her sister got around her, she's more like, yeah, fuck that bitch. That bitch meant that. Now, again, that's what I was told. I don't know Brooklyn. I don't know Latto. But if anybody knows either the two, y'all can confirm if that's how she is. Because this person sent me a picture. So they wanted to prove that they wasn't capping, that they knew Brooklyn. They sent me a picture with her in Brooklyn. All right? She wanted to prove she wasn't capping. And she said, you best believe Brooklyn told her, you better not let them just get away with that. So that may have been the reason why Latto went to the mic and said what she said, and people are saying she's been shading Cardi B. Now, the other thing that people were talking about earlier, but I don't think there's anything to it, because from what I heard from people, these two are working on a record together again. From what I hear, we're getting Megan and Cardi Part 3. As we all know, Part 1 was WAP, Part 2 was Bongos. So I hear we're getting Cardi and Megan Part 3. So that's why with Cardi just going to Megan's show, I don't really put too much stock into Megan unfollowing her on TikTok. It's like, who cares? Now, you might be on to something if she unfollows her on Instagram. You may be on to something. But I hear that these two are going to be working on the third project together. I'll keep you posted as soon as I hear more about that. All right. And I'm going to do a video for Jay-Z and Buzbee, because there's a lot I got to get into with that. So I'm just going to make that regular video. Y'all can check it out. All right. But we're going to see if Cardi B responds. We're going to see if Latto tries to come back and say, I wasn't talking about Cardi B. I was talking about Barty C. Y'all always want to twist shit. We're going to see what road Latto's going to take in this. But y'all can let me know what y'all think. Before I get out of here, let me go back and check Kenji's question. Hold on. Yeah, Mimi, the thing is, Jay-Z, I can read I can read the document from it. Hold on. I can read the document on it. Jay-Z getting ready to put belt to ass. You know, Jay-Z tired of people playing on his name. He's tired of people. He's tired of Tony Buzbee. And he getting ready to put belt to ass. Hold on. I love the Bongos. I don't know why people didn't like it. Mr. Mitchell, it's in the same recording what she called Lana Pussy. Did you not listen? Or are you deaf? Juicy, I'm telling you, I don't think, I understand why people think that. I think because of her accent, she said, you think I'm Nikki? I don't think she said Megan. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think she said Nikki. Or if not, she didn't say neither one of their names. Right. Did she diss Megan on the call too? Okay, so that was Kenji's other question. No, I don't think she did. I don't think she did. I mean, hold on. I thought I went over that, right? So let me see something here. Let me see something. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on. Let's go back to it because I thought that they had came to the conclusion that she did not say Megan. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion would not let that go. I'm sorry. Megan is like somebody said Megan is putting, oh, definitely not. That is the girl. That is the girl that definitely ain't pussy. Right? That is the girl who definitely not pussy. So I definitely don't think Cardi B would ever say that to Megan Thee Stallion, but let's go back. Let's go back and listen to it. Hold on. So why did my daughter cut out all these fucking lights? Okay. Let me go back and we're going to just play it again. Hold on. I've done this before, like Juicy, because at first I thought she said Megan too. But then I listened, I was like, then it sounded like she said Nikki. Then it wasn't sounding like she said anybody. But we're going to go back to it. Hold on. Let's go back to the audio. MC alive. People call me Milk. When I'm topping up the party, I show no guilt. Gizmo frontin'. Uncle Lee, suckers, that down with me. I'm on the bus, you want I chill. To be done, you want appeal. Ready, and we're going far. Gifted, and we're going far. Down the road, to the bank. While I'm here, I like to thank Mom and Dad, they knew the time. Gizmo stretching, Milk is rhyming, Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what you think. Got it good. If you understood, would you stop thinking hard? I got a great big bodyguard, so step up if you want to get hurt. All right, hold on. The audio 2. The 2's coming up.
I want to let you. What she said? Why you want to act dumb? Why you want to act dumb?
Yeah, why you want to act dumb?
I really don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know, motherfucker? You know, bitch. Wait a minute.
Bro, I don't gotta fucking tell y'all shit that she said.
I'm not trying to fucking tell you, bro.
What the fuck the bitch said. Go on the phone right now. Go on the phone right now.
What up right now? Hold on.
I want to let you.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I'm a beat her ass.
Beat
I'm
up.
a
Beat
her.
up.
Any red carpet, any fucking show us. Any fucking event, I'm a fucking beat. I'm gonna go in that mouth. I'm going in that mouth. I told you before, I don't have a problem with her. I told you before, I don't have a problem with her. I always tell me what I told you about her thing, about her, about the verse with Cash Cobain. Yo, y'all need to work it out. Y'all need to work it out because you need to be on the song. Y'all want to fucking play in my face? I'm going to beat the shit out of her. I'm not like none of these rap bitches. I'm not like none of these rap bitches. I'll fuck all y'all niggas up.
Cardi, hold up. James, what happened to the verse you was supposed to be doing?
Fuck the verse, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no fucking verse.
Hold on.
Where y'all niggas is at? Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at?
Are you going to tell me what she said?
You know what the fuck she said, nigga? I'm gonna tell you what she said. Y'all wanna fucking act stupid? Nigga think I'm Latto? You think I'm naked? I'll beat you the.
She said, okay, so here it is. Let's go back.
Latto? You think I'm naked? I'll beat.
Nikki? She said Nikki. She said Nikki without a doubt. She said Nikki. Let's hear it again. If y'all think I'm tripping, maybe y'all hear something else. I think because of how angry she was in her accent. It sounded she said, "You think I'm naked?" So hold on. Y'all tell me what y'all hear. Because you know she thinks Nikki pussy. She already said it. You know she thinks Nikki's pussy. I don't think she think Megan big ass is pussy. You know, Megan's a big bitch. I see Megan Thee Stallion. And let me tell you something. I'm only 5'7". And they say Megan is 5'10". But she had heels on when I saw her. This bitch looked like she was like 6'12". I was like, damn, that's a big bitch. She big as fuck. I don't think Cardi B is saying Megan pussy. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Hold on.
Nigga think I'm Latto? You think I'm naked?
Say it again.
Nigga think I'm Latto? You think I'm naked? I'll beat you the fuck up. Fucking act stupid? Nigga think I'm Latto? You think I'm naked? I'll beat you.
Hold on.
Y'all wanna fucking act stupid? Nigga think I'm Latto? You think I'm naked? I'll beat you.
I think she said Nikki. Now, I could be wrong. I don't think she said Megan. Just of the context. Because she's never had any. Ice Spice and Megan has never had any run-ins, right? And Megan has not known to have any run-ins with anybody, right? So that's the reason why. And again, it's hard to judge what she's saying from my accent because she's so angry. But it sounds like Nikki. That's what it sounds like to me. Again, if you listen to it, it doesn't sound like she's saying Megan.
Latto, you think I'm naked? I'll beat you.
Right? It doesn't sound like it. And the reason why I lean more towards Nikki is because she's already called Nikki pussy. She's already said, I'm standing right here. I'm standing right here. right? And you know what she thinks of Nicki. She would have no reason to say Megan because Megan has no dealings with Ice Spice anyway. And there hasn't been anyone, right? There hasn't been anyone that approached Megan or said they wanted to fight me that Megan was like, oh no, I don't want to fight you. Like, we already know that Megan will throw hands in a minute. Right? But the Jay-Z shit, and so I hope I answered Kenny's questions. So Kenny, did I answer your questions? Oh, wait, hold on, let me see. I see she said something else. I asked, hold on. Hold on, girl, hold on. Let me see. Come on, man. No, I don't think there was another part, gossip. I think that was it. I think that was it, brother. Hold on. I'll look at the long version tonight. Okay. I asked about 21 mentioning Trayvon Martin. Hold on. What did he say? What did he say about Trayvon Martin? I heard the album. Well, let me see. Wait a minute. 21 Savage lyric about Trayvon Martin on Latto new album. All right. Rich as a bitch, but I be in the hood so much, she calling me Trayvon. The lyric is a play on the tragic 2012 murder of unarmed Trayvon Martin in a gated Florida community, with 21 Savage comparing his frequent presence in the dangerous Empress neighborhoods, despite his immense wealth, to Martin's presence in his neighborhood. Yeah, again, I am definitely not the biggest 21 Savage fan. And to me, you couldn't find nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't see there's a basketball player named Rodney Hood. So you couldn't say something like 21. You know, I'm godly. I be in the hood so much they call me Rodney. Like, you couldn't say in the hood so much they call me Rodney. Like, what? Why? What made you think of Trayvon Martin? What made you add him? Be in the hood so much they call me Trayvon. What? Well, 12. I'm gonna listen to the whole. I'm gonna try to find the whole thing tonight. So Ken said she allowed that on the album. Yeah, I really don't get this whole thing. Like, what? 21 Savage receiving backlash for a Trayvon Martin bar off Latto new album. Rich as a bitch, but I be in the hood so much she calling me Trayvon. Straight up. Oh, because Trayvon had a hood on? Okay, so because Trayvon had on a hood, so that's why he said that. I be in the hood so much they call me Trayvon. That's kind of like a double entendre because Trayvon Martin didn't live in that area, but he was always in the hood, and then he had a hood on. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but he could have said something else. He could have said something else. And the person said, insensitive to the family and loved ones, knowing the circumstance under which this teen was murdered. It was very unnecessary to use him for a hood reference when the young man was profiled and murdered simply for being a black man walking home from buying some Skittles, perhaps. I get it. I get it. Yeah, he didn't, I don't love it. And I don't love Latto for allowing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't love it. And again, he could have used a different reference because, like that person said, it's all about the sensitivity of the family. You couldn't think of any other hood reference? It had to be Trayvon Martin? I be in the hood so much they call me Trayvon? I don't love it. I mean, very, like I said, I just came up with a word right there. Did you have to say Trayvon? You could have said so many other words. Again, the backlash he's getting, he deserves it. Anybody that is going to say something like that, that'd be the same thing as anybody making a Columbine reference. If people get offended by it and come for you, you deserve it. Or a 9/11 reference. I know that they do that now in roast or whatever. But I don't care if it's a roast or not. If my father died 9/11 or my brother was killed by George Zimmerman, I don't care if it's a roast or a comedian. I'm not going to find it funny if they're telling a joke about my relative. So I do agree, Kenji. I think that Latto has to take some of the hit because just like how I said with Future, you got to take some of the hit about the beef because you allowed this to start on your record. Latto could have easily said, nah, I don't think we should put this on the album. I don't think you should put this on the album, babe. But you know, she's so digmatized, she's letting this dude do whatever he wants. But I agree. Latto should have stopped that from even appearing on her album. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with that, Kenji. I agree with that. Latto has to take as much blame for him saying it because it doesn't matter whether he said it or not. The world would have never heard it. The world would have never heard it if you would have shut it down. It was distasteful. That's the perfect word. Perfect word. Distasteful. Hold on. Let me turn Angel Reese fat ass on. That's a perfect word for it. Angel Reese ass is so heavy she can't even run up the court. Y'all ever see Angel Reese play? Y'all see Angel Reese play and how she be running? That ass is heavy, boy. Her ass is heavy. Angel Reese ass so heavy she can't even run. Did Drake help Latto with the album? Some of the writing songs like him. You know, one of the songs sounded like Doja Cat. One of the songs I was like, this is the song that Doja Cat should have been on. I think it was called Fallen or something. I think that I said that's a song Doja Cat should have been on. I don't know. These songs, there was just too many love songs for me. Like, again, I know you in love now, but damn, there was a lot of love rap songs on there. Like, this album was about her and 21 Savage relationship. Like, this ain't have nothing to do with Big Mama. We didn't find out who Big Mama is. We didn't find out what Big Mama been going through in the rap game and stuff like that. All we did is learn about how you love 21 Savage. Like, okay. Well, damn. No. You betting again? I told you I'm not betting on these bitches no more. Come on, Angel. Get 10 rebounds. I just wanted to get 10 rebounds just because I wanted to get 10 rebounds. It don't got nothing to do with betting. So let me see the scores. Yeah, she's not very good at making albums. And again, all right, so let me see what happened. Who won tonight? Liberty won. My Sparks won. Woo! Even without Kelsey Plum. And the Links, Los Links. Los Links. Los Links. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Los Links. Los Links. Los Links. Let's ride. Let's ride. Okay, go ahead, Links. I can't wait till Fee come back. Huh? I can't wait till Fee come back. Lara. Los links. Los links. Los links. Lara. Hold on. Lara. They sound good, but it's like something is off. I think it lacks branding. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Like the album is just, that album thing just don't sit, her albums don't sit right with me. And let's real quick read this Jay-Z thing, because Jay-Z is trying to put belt to ass when it comes to Tony Buzbee. Okay? And I'm here for it. I'm trying to find that video. Okay? Trying to find that video. So it says Jay-Z. Let me share the screen right here. Jay-Z's lawsuit against corrupt lawyer Tony Buzbee is going to leave the lawyer in an unimaginable debt up to $570 million, the possibility. In the lawsuit, Jay-Z reveals he lost $190 million in income and business opportunities stemming from the now dismissed 2024 sexual assault claim involving him and Diddy. It was revealed in the lawsuit that Buzbee demanded payments weeks before meeting the plaintiff. He used unauthorized credentials to file documents in New York federal court and fabricated a death threat story to justify dropping the case and avoid sanctions. New York, Jay-Z's team cites New York law on attorney deception, allowing tripled damages, potentially raising the claim to $570 million, with the matter transferred to the Southern District of New York, where discovery continues into 2026. Now, in New York, Southern District is where he got banned for trying to practice law there in a place where he could not practice law. So at the last minute, he tried to file, and they said, no can do. You trying to file at the last minute, Negro, we see you. So now there's a rule going around in New York that says if you get caught using deceptive tactics and you're not licensed, you could be charged with tripled the damage. What if Tony's getting his tea from Nicki? He's not getting anything from Nicki, because Nicki Minaj, if she had tea on Jay-Z, she would have used it to get whatever money she says she got. Because remember, this isn't any new. This isn't any new charges. This is still stemming from that same lawsuit that got dismissed. The lawsuit that the girl filed, the girl who said she was 13 at the time and said she went from Buffalo, upstate New York, to Manhattan at 13 years of age and was dropped out the car by her friend, who then drove back all the way back 8 hours to Buffalo, left her out there. Then she said she saw celebrities who were not there. And then she said by the time she got molested, it was like, okay, Jay-Z and Diddy had to come from the city, drive to New Jersey, have time to assault this girl, and then she had to walk back to find a gas station, which was 30 minutes away, and then called her father, who showed up at 6 a.m. So they said that she had to do, in order for that to have happened, all of this had to happen like within 1 hour. And the timeline just made it totally impossible. So when she said all those lies and Jay-Z's lawyer caught it, you see what Tony Buzbee thought he was going to be able to do is, because of all this that was happening during the time of the Diddy stuff, everybody was scared. Okay? Everybody was scared. And nobody knew exactly what Diddy had and exactly what took place. It wasn't the fact of they knew whether they were on tape or not. But you got to remember something. Tony Buzbee came out and said, oh, it don't matter if you're not on tape. It don't matter if you're not involved. If you were at that party on the night that this happened and you didn't do anything about it, you could be charged as aiding and abetting. So if you were at the party, at Diddy's party on a night that this happened, you can be sued. That's the reason why everyone got quiet. So here's the thing. If, right? The thing about Nicki Minaj is she has said these things on social media, right? So apparently Jay-Z it has not affected him to the point where he lost any money, or have not sent her a cease and desist yet. Because you got to remember, the only reason that he responded to Tony Buzbee was because there were court documents. Now you're talking about taking me to court and suing me. If Nicki Minaj had came out with court papers saying all this stuff that she said, oh yeah, I'm suing him because he owes me $100 million, Jay-Z would have been responded a long time ago. If you notice all the stuff that Jaguar Wright was saying, Jaguar Wright said a hell of stuff. She accused him of being a murderer. She accused him of being a rapist. But it wasn't until she went on Piers Morgan, that's a huge platform worldwide, that's when Jay-Z and the lawyers reached out to Piers Morgan and said, you better stop platforming this woman. Or else not only am we suing her, we're going to sue you too. And that's the same thing I'm hearing they did to Republic Records. Hence the reason why Republic's not fucking with Nicki Minaj. From what I heard, and again, it's what I heard. It's not a confirmation, but when you think about it, it makes sense. Why ain't Republic pushing any of her stuff? Why ain't Republic mentioning any albums? Why ain't Republic push that album when she announced that album? Why didn't Republic come out and say, yeah, album on March 27th? Why did Republic come out recently and say her political stuff, we don't got nothing to do with? When she's ready to talk music, she knows how to reach us. That's because, exactly. Yeah. Let me speak to Lucian. To the Sean Carter. Jay-Z. Let me speak to Lucian. Yeah, Lucian. What's up? It's Jay-Z. Let me tell you something. You better control your artists. What artist? Nicki Minaj. Have you been checking social media? You got a social media account. Check social media. I'm sending out a warning. If she continued to slander my name, I'm blaming you guys. That's your artists. So Jay-Z doesn't respond to women. That's another thing. He don't respond to women. So Jay-Z is going to say, I'm not going to give her the satisfaction and go back and forth with her on the internet, but I'm going to call her boss. The one who signs her checks. Universal. And if you notice, she kind of fell back on Jay-Z. Other than her going to that meeting, wouldn't that have been the perfect time? When she was just in that interview with New York Times? That would have been the perfect time to say, well, he owes me $100 million. But she knows she couldn't do that. She can't put that in writing. She can't put that in print. Because if she puts that in print and it comes across in the interview, oh, yeah, she said Jay-Z owes $100 million, and then she can't prove that, well, now you got a defamation suit. Now you got a defamation suit. So that's why she's been very careful about what she said on that big platform. The first time with the Miller girl, she never even mentioned Jay-Z. The second time, she said, oh, she feels as though he tried to sabotage her. She said she feels that. You see, she was very careful with her wording. Because she can't say he tried to sabotage me without any proof, because now it's defamation again. So this thing is continuing to late 2026. If Jay-Z can show up in court with proof of deals that pulled out and cost him $190 million, Buzbee's going to be in a lot of trouble. All because he wouldn't leave the God alone. All because he wanted extra money and decided to attack Jay-Z. Okay? So that's that. Oh man, my throat is dry. Pause. But I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Thank everybody for joining me. It's been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. We'll get more into this as the story's developing. I want to thank everybody for their participation. And y'all enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Any of y'all ladies out there that's getting your back blown out tonight, don't get pregnant. Times is hard out there. Hopefully their pull-out game is on 100. All right, this has been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. I'll check y'all out next time, man.